In 1901, divers exploring a 2,000-year-old shipwreck near a tiny Greek island pulled something extraordinary from the ocean floor. At first, it appeared to be just a corroded lump of metal and wood. But as scientists began to examine it, they realized they were looking at something impossible. A mechanical device of such sophistication that it would be another 1,500 years before humanity created anything like it again. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's most mind-bending artifacts, the Antikythera Mechanism. This ancient wonder has been called the world's first computer, an astronomical calculator that could predict eclipses, track planetary positions, and even account for the irregular orbit of the moon, all with precision that should have been impossible for its time. Before we unlock this ancient mystery, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our weekly explorations into history's greatest enigmas. And if you enjoy this journey into ancient technology, smash that like button. It really helps the channel. The story begins in the spring of 1900, when Greek sponge divers were forced off course by a storm. Taking shelter near the island of Antikythera, located between mainland Greece and Crete, the divers decided to search for sponges while waiting for calmer seas. What they found instead changed our understanding of ancient technology forever. At about 150 feet below the surface, diver Elias Stadiatis spotted what looked like a graveyard of bodies on the seafloor. Terrified, he quickly signaled to be pulled up. But these weren't bodies at all. They were bronze and marble statues that had been laying on the seabed for 2 millennia. The Greek government organized an official expedition, and over the next year, divers recovered numerous artifacts from what was clearly an ancient Roman shipwreck dating to around 60 to 70 BCE. Among the treasures was a strange lump of corroded bronze and wood that initially attracted little attention. It wasn't until May 17, 1902, when archaeologist Valerios Staios noticed what appeared to be gear wheels embedded in the encrustation, that anyone realized this object's true significance. But it would take another 50 years and the development of advanced imaging technology before we began to understand what the device actually was, and how impossibly advanced it truly was for its time. In the 1970s, physicist Derek de Solla Price conducted the first comprehensive study using X-ray technology, revealing that the Antikythera mechanism contained at least 30 precisely crafted bronze gears arranged in a sophisticated differential gear system. But the real breakthrough came in 2005, when researchers used advanced imaging techniques, including high-resolution X-ray computed tomography, to peer inside the corroded fragments without damaging them. What they found was astonishing. The Antikythera mechanism contained at least 37 gears arranged in an intricate system that could track the movements of the sun, moon and planets with remarkable accuracy. It could predict eclipses, show the phases of the moon, and even account for the irregular orbit of the moon using a special gear system called an epicyclic differential. Think about this. The ancient Greeks had created a mechanical computer that used mathematical principles we thought weren't discovered until the 16th century. This level of technological sophistication shouldn't have existed in the ancient world. The front dial tracked the annual movements of the sun and moon through the zodiac, while the back featured 2 spiral dials, one showing a 19-year calendar cycle and another that could predict eclipses decades in advance. The precision is mind-blowing. It could even account for the extra quarter day in the solar year. But perhaps most incredible is the epicyclic gear system that modeled the moon's elliptical orbit. This mathematical concept, that the moon moves slightly faster when closer to Earth and slower when farther away, was something we thought wasn't understood until Johannes Kepler's work in the 1600s. As if the mechanical complexity wasn't enough, the device was covered in ancient Greek inscriptions, essentially an instruction manual. Using cutting-edge imaging techniques, scientists have deciphered about 3,400 characters of text. The inscriptions include the names of the planets, descriptions of celestial phenomena, and even the locations of major pan-Hellenic games like the Olympics. This wasn't just a scientific instrument, it connected astronomy to cultural events that were central to ancient Greek life. To use the mechanism, you would set a date using a hand crank on the side. As you turned the crank, all the gears would move in synchronized precision, showing you the positions of the heavenly bodies for that specific date, past, present, or future. Think of it as an ancient analog computer or a sophisticated planetarium you could hold in your hands. With this device, ancient astronomers could predict exactly when eclipses would occur, know when to plant crops based on lunar cycles, and understand the complex movements of the cosmos, all without telescopes or modern observational equipment. So, who created this technological marvel? While we don't know the exact creator, we have some compelling clues. The mechanism dates to approximately 100 to 150 BCE, during a period of remarkable scientific advancement in the Hellenistic world. The island of Rhodes is a strong candidate for its origin, known as the Center for Astronomy and Mechanical Engineering. The mathematician and astronomer Hipparchus, who worked on Rhodes around this time, developed the mathematical theory of epicyclic motion that the mechanism employs. Another possibility is that it came from the school of Posidonius, also on Rhodes, who was known to have built a similar astronomical device. Or perhaps it originated from Alexandria in Egypt, home to the famous Library of Alexandria and numerous scientific thinkers. But this raises a profound question. If the ancient Greeks had this level of technological capability, why didn't it lead to an industrial revolution 1,500 years before the one we actually experienced? Why does the Antikythera mechanism appear to be a technological dead end? Some historians suggest that such knowledge may have been limited to a small elite group of scholars. Others point to the social structure of the ancient world, where slave labor reduced the incentive for labor-saving machinery. And of course, the disruption caused by the fall of the Roman Empire and subsequent loss of knowledge during the early Middle Ages likely played a role. Perhaps there were more devices like this that have been lost to time. The Antikythera mechanism may just be the only survivor of a more technologically advanced ancient world than we've previously imagined. Today, the original fragments of the Antikythera mechanism are housed in the National Archaeological Museum of Athens. Scientists continue to study it using ever more advanced techniques, and each new examination seems to reveal additional details about its complexity. Numerous researchers and enthusiasts have created reconstructions based on the available evidence, helping us visualize how this ancient wonder might have looked and functioned when intact. The Antikythera mechanism forces us to reconsider what we think we know about ancient technological capabilities. It represents a level of mechanical sophistication that wouldn't be seen again until the development of astronomical clocks in medieval Europe. But beyond its historical significance, the mechanism reminds us of something profound, that human ingenuity knows no boundaries of time or place. Our ancestors were just as curious about the cosmos, just as driven to understand the patterns of the universe, and just as clever in developing solutions to complex problems as we are today. Perhaps the greatest mystery of the Antikythera mechanism isn't how it was built, but why we lost this knowledge for so long. It stands as both a testament to human achievement and a warning about how easily our technological progress can be disrupted or forgotten. What do you think? Was the Antikythera mechanism a one-of-a-kind marvel, or evidence of a more technologically advanced ancient world than we've previously imagined? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration into ancient technology, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to join us on more journeys into history's greatest mysteries. Next week, we'll be exploring the enigmatic Göbekli Tepe, a 12,000-year-old temple that predates Stonehenge by 7,000 years and challenges everything we thought we knew about early human civilization. Until then, keep questioning the past and looking for answers in the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching.